Today we're going to look at how to track ethics training for 2019 in Fed Talent. The first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to find the correct report. So we're going to go to Reports, and we're going to select the Annual Ethics Training Requirement Met report. Now, this is always going to end up returning way more records than we need, so we're going to have to choose the correct data set. So there is a saved search. You can use 2019 ethics training. Then you're going to select your correct organization. You're going to do this by going to the user organization section, going to any of the selected. That turns this choose organizations thing into a button. Then you go into choose organizations and you click on the little plus sign next to the folder. And then you can choose the organization that you want. I'm going to choose the Office of Inspector General in this case, and we're going to save it. Now, if you wanted to, you could also make sure that you could also open, if you needed to choose a particular division or a particular branch. These folders will keep opening until it gets to the smallest level of organization available, which is usually the branch. So I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to include the children, because we always want to include the divisions and branches that are within the organization we've selected. And that should return the records of the people who have completed the training for that organization. One final thing, now that you've got all of your records for your organization, if you want to export them into an Excel spreadsheet, you can do that by scrolling all the way to the bottom of the page, and there's an opportunity to export as. You can choose CSV, which stands for comma separated values. That exports to an Excel spreadsheet. And there's also just a more up-to-date, more formatted Excel spreadsheet. So you can select either one of those, export. You can save it with whatever name that you want and choose the correct place on your disk that you want to save it. So once you've saved the document and you open it up in Excel, you'll see that you have a column with the user's full name, their email address, whether they're an employee or a contractor, their organization code, which will tell you which branch or division somebody's in, which course they completed, because you may see that some new employees completed the 14 principles training instead of the 2019 training, which is totally legitimate, and the completion date when they completed the training. So that's it. Please contact Margaret Ross at ross.margaret@epa.gov or 202-564-3221 if you have any questions. Thanks.